Hi, this is Paul from Outerloop Coaching and OuterloopCoaching.com. I get this question all the time. Paul, do I need a website? I've got a Facebook page. I've got an Instagram page. I've got TikTok. I've got all this stuff going on. Do I really need a website as well? It's an expense. Why? And I'm here to tell you exactly why. I've got 3 great reasons and then a 4th reason that's one of those uncovered things that's absolutely crucial. So stick around for that one, please. Like the video, subscribe, hit the little bell so you get the alerts every time we put a new video out. Okay, let's dive in. The first reason you need a website is that you need to collect all of your stuff in one place. Problem with all of these social media sites is that you are out of control as to what it is that your fans see, and when they see it, they might come across an old post. They don't know where to go in order to look for just the live dates. Now, Facebook's a little bit better about this, but man, things get lost so quickly. What's great about a website is the live dates are here, the video streams are here, the audio streams are there, everything has got a place, the bio is in a place, and it makes it easy to get around to find what you're looking for. Not to mention that if you have a website, you can point people to all of your other different social media platforms, the YouTube, the Facebook, the Instagram, all that stuff, and even let people know what's happening on those places, on those social media platforms. Now, your Facebook page is not going to play well with your Twitter, and your Twitter's not going to play well with your YouTube, and your YouTube's not going to play well with anybody, so it just gets lost and you lose the track of where you want your fans to go, where they're going. Just keep it all on the website. Not to mention that when you hook it up to your Google Search Console, when you hook it up to Google Analytics, you can find out what it is about your band that people are interested in. And I've got a video on Google Search Console right here, so go check that out. I'll have a video on Google Analytics in the future. Okay, so that's the first thing. Second thing is that when you are a band that does a lot of dates out of town, does a lot of dates, different venues, and you're talking to your promoters, you're going to want to let them know, hey, this is our stage plot, which is where you a PDF or a JPEG that shows for the sound guy where exactly the drums are going to be, where the keyboards are going to be, where the guitars are going to be, what amps are being used, all the placement is there, so that way it makes it really easy for them to just have probably their tablet right in front of them, be able to have it and be able to go, okay, this is where I got to put everything in. And especially if you've got a complicated setup, you've got a lot of DI inputs and that sort of thing, having a stage plot is really, really crucial. And if you're a band at a certain level, especially if you're touring and you've got a rider, this is another great place to put it on your webpage, on your website, all in one place, usually in a password protected page, so that you can send all the promoters all to the same place and be like, hey, we're coming in a week, we're coming in 2 weeks. This is where you can get everything that you need about us. It is doing those promoters a favor. Not to mention high-res images, all the stuff that they can use to get the word out on their social media pages and their local media and all that stuff. So putting it all on one password-protected page is absolutely cool and absolutely crucial. It certainly makes you look a lot more professional. The third thing that you need your website for, and this is humongous, if you want to make future revenue from your music, the best way to do it in 2020, in 2021 is email. Email is where your big fans are. Now, your casual fans will be on your social media platforms. They're the kind of people, when you ask them to do something, you say, hey, like it, they hit like. Right? Now, does that pay you rent? No, it doesn't. But your big fans will actually give you their email address, and the website is the awesome place, second only perhaps to the merch table at your live shows. The website is a great place to pick up those email addresses. Having a little pop-up offering your fans something in exchange for the email address is a really, really, like an exclusive video, for example, something like that. It's a really, really great way to collect emails, put them into an email autoresponder, and then when you need to, you can send out e-blasts to go, hey, look, we're raising money for this, we're raising money for that, and I've got an entire masterclass on emails for bands and how to do it right over my head, so please click that link. The website is the most crucial part about it. Now, I promised you with the top of the video that I had a fourth thing that most bands are not thinking about, but it's one of the most awesome things. One of the most awesome things about having your own website. It is the Facebook and Google pixel codes. Now, Facebook and Google both have what is called a pixel code. In the Facebook Ad Manager, you can pull up this code. It's a bunch of gibberish if you don't understand HTML or JavaScript and whatever it's written in, right? But you just embed it onto the header or into the header or the footer of every page of your website. Usually, especially if you're using a WordPress or something like that, the header is one time and it duplicates itself all over your entire website, so you'd only have to put the code in once, but you put that Facebook pixel code in, put that Google pixel code in. The Google pixel code is really good for Google Search Console. I've got the video that I have a link for down below, and I put a link over my head earlier. Has got great instructions on how to put that Google Pixel code in. Okay, but the Facebook Pixel code, I should say, the Google Pixel code is great for getting information about how people are moving around on your website, where they're going first, where they're going next, what they're interested in, all that stuff. Really, really cool. The Facebook Pixel code, though, is so cool because what it does is it gives you the opportunity to reach out to people who have visited your website on Facebook. Now, they may not have signed up for your email list. They may not have given you any indication whatsoever that they have visited your website, but because the pixel code gives them a little cookie, and that cookie then talks to their Facebook when they log into it, will make it so that you can advertise to them and be able to sell them, well, geez, digital streams, just push them to live shows, push them to your Spotify, for example, is a great way to try to turn some of these casual fans who may have just come across your website and turn them into mega fans. Remember, if they've come to your website, they've made a deliberate effort to reach out to try to find you. They might have heard about you from a friend. They may have seen a video. They may have heard a song on a playlist on Spotify, something like that, and they got interested enough that they went, I wonder if this band's got a website. And they went to your website. Now you can go back to them, and you can go back to them, I think it's within 90 days on Facebook, and be able to just all of a sudden, you're everywhere to them. They're going to go, oh my goodness, this band is everywhere. Everybody's talking about them. And it's not. It's just the fact that your pixel code has picked up, they've dropped by your website, and now you are getting to them through Facebook. It's pretty cool. And it's sort of this quiet thing. So if you've ever wondered why, when you're like interested in a product or something, and maybe you go to Amazon, for example, or something like that, and you click around, oh, that was interesting, but you didn't, maybe I'll get that later. And then like a day later, boom, there's an ad for it on Facebook or on Instagram, because remember, Instagram and Facebook are both owned by Facebook, right? So then you see an ad for that product, and then you're like, oh man, I really should have bought that. And then you hit buy. It's the same exact concept. You have the same amount of power as long as you have your own website and you have your Facebook pixel code embedded in the header of every page of your website. It's super cool. And last thing, when you are going out on a string of live shows, for example, this is where this is really super slick. You can do advertising in all the markets that you're going to, and you can target only those people in the market that you're going to, and only those who have visited your website, or only those people who have visited your website and their friends. Now, how super slick is that? It may cost you a little bit more per click on that ad, but man, that is one of the most effective ways to let people know that you're coming to their town and they got to show up. And these are people who are much more inclined to show up than just anybody. Like, how do you usually do your Facebook ad? You usually do like, all right, anybody between the ages of 18 and 34, and they're making this much money. Man, too broad. Like, they're going to hear about you, and like, I have no idea who this band is, and skip right over it. But if they've been to your website, Super powerful, super powerful. You need a website, and then you need the pixel code embedded in that website to get that to work. All right, so this is Paul from Outerloop Coaching and outerloopcoaching.com. I hope you enjoyed this week's video, and I will see you next time.